No one shall be held in slavery or servitude. Slavery and the slave trade shall be prohibited in all their forms. Yet, if you believe that slavery ended with the adoption of this text or even the end of the transatlantic slave trade, then you haven't heard of the facts below. 1 million children are coerced to work illegally in cocoa production without pay. Chocolate companies undermine the achievement of Sustainable Development Target 8.7 concerned with taking immediate and effective measures to eradicate forced labor, end modern slavery, and eliminate the worst forms of child labor. 24% of domestic workers and girls are subjected to forced and bonded labor, including the worst forms of child labor. The phenomenon of human trafficking is prevalent on the coasts of Libya and Thailand. The poor, who were promised decent jobs in South Asia, found only 20-hour-a-day work shifts. 22 million girls were trapped in forced marriage. All these practices are known as modern slavery, and it affects 15 million people worldwide. Despite the adoption of the UDHR, these slavery-like practices remain prevalent in today's world. This grim fact urges us to mobilize efforts to put an end to these practices once and for all. Maat calls on governments to renew their commitment to implement Article 4 of the UDHR by confronting this outdated phenomenon, adhere to the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime, UNTOC, its attached protocols, and the remaining international human rights conventions, and ratify the ILO Protocol on Forced Labor.